even when I'm down bad.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Striker, 3-3.
Young here, you can see changing the play. Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 32-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Panthers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Young. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
And the Vikings were really looking for a boost to their pass rush, and they targeted Marcus Davenport in free agency. And right now, after plays like that, looks like a win-win for both sides.
And now they'll shift things around. And Sharp pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Hey, Blue. Slide Blue. Black Ultra. Black shot. Set.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Edo blue. Yellow. Zoom. Set. Go.
It's Young off play action. Steps away. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
That's just a great drive to begin a ball game, because just about any head coach will tell you, we want to establish the run early on, and that allows you to really open up things from there. And not only were they able to do that, but they finished things off with a touchdown run, as we just saw there.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Good route there.
To throw, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young now. He's got Mingo. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hey, Green.
Now here's Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
It'll be Young again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
But he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Taken in at the 11. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10.
Blue striker. Blue, go. Ready?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Vikings.
Now a handoff to Chandler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked around the 28. Derek Brown drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully rough and they're awfully confident. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Yellow, go. Hut.
Young. That caught by Trimble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Pause red. Edo blue. Ready?
Now a first down throw for Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Green down. Yellow, zoom. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
6. Mega. Stay.
Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown Panthers.
Tommy Trimble.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find it.
He's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy.
To throw is Cousins.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Chandler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is 2nd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here. going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
They're on the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
White, go pink, you, yellow. Hut.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Blue striker. Blaster, six. Smash, red. Set, cut.
Young on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Black Ultra. Set.
1st and 10. Young.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
97. Hey, red. Ready.
Now Young. And Shark hauls it in. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Black shot. Ball red. Yellow blue. Ready?
Again, it's Young.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
62 black.
Young.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go red. Steel black. Green jack. 6 mega. Faster.
They'll throw again. Young.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To throw, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10
right?
at the 21-yard line.
White. Yellow, go. Fury, yellow. Grill, green. Ready?
Following the interception, Young. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll run a draw now with Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Cousins again. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Panthers 21, Vikings 13. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Chandler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd down.
Cousins.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, this game has not been short on injury. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Hey, blue. Black shot. Let's go. Go set. Cut.
Young here to throw. Fights through him, and it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Red. Eagle blue. Yellow. Blue. Steel. Black.
Young to throw. And this is caught. And that 15 now.
Next is for Panthers 28, Vikings 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
On play action, Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now Cousins. Flushed out right.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Strike, strike, hut, hut.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon.